guys.
Hi, everybody.
Pajama-clad Lily Bee.
Yeah, please don't judge me because I really like these pictures.
I think everybody that saw those when I shared them when we got them from the thrift store wants a pair of those. So I think if anything, we're
They
just
feel like those, like,
jealous.
they feel like my
Jealous.
cat's fur. They're so soft. Like, if anyone has a very fluffy cat, yes, I'm
Fancy what those like if you were to wear your
a
cat.
fluffy cat. Yeah, if we were to wear your cat. This is what it feels like. Speaking of cats, my cat just scratched me.
Speaking of cats, we need to clean your cat box.
I tried loving her, and she just.
Hey, Lex.
Hi, Lex.
Hey, Shannon.
Hi, Shannon. There's 3 people, but I only see 2.
I was trying to get on. I was trying to finish cleaning up so I can get on, and I woke up like I was laying in bed with a nasty headache this morning. I was hoping it would go away, but then I had to go try to take something. What are you doing in my hair?
I don't know. I'm just.
Hey,
Who's that?
we're doing good. Laser Bear the Gamer.
Hi, Laser Bear the Gamer.
We are doing pretty good this morning. Hey,
Hi,
Jennifer. Okay, so would you stop pulling my hair out? Couple things to know. Lex has got me obsessed. I shared with you guys the stuff she got me from Tarte, the skincare stuff. Completely obsessed, Lex. I don't think I can live without it now. And I also noticed this morning, I said maybe I'm used to getting ready in the morning in like 5-10 minutes flat because I've never had makeup that I actually enjoy. I noticed myself in there for, probably like 15 minutes instead. But I was kind of cracking up that I was like, way to go, Lex. You have me obsessed now. Coming to you live from Chuck E. Cheese. Hey, Chuck E. Cheese. That's funny. I don't think Travis went to a Chuck E. Cheese when he was little. And then we had friends that would watch him for me sometimes when I worked, and they were like Chuck E. Cheese fanatics. And so he went like a handful of times with them. I'm not a Chuck E. Cheeser. I don't think our girls have never been. I don't even think they really know what that is. Yes, my skin feels amazing, Lex. And that's the hard part of it. I told Brandon, I was like, you have no idea how much I love this stuff. Like, my skin feels like amazing. It's crazy. I'm like obsessed with it now. So I think we need to start breeding and selling alpacas so we can afford to buy the skincare products. See, Brandon, I was telling Lex about how much I'm loving this stuff. I know you're really sick of hearing me talk about it, but I think if we could breed and sell alpacas, A, it would be really cool to have alpacas, and then B, I would be able to, afford a few extra bucks to buy the skincare stuff. I think it's a good idea. Okay, so Jennifer's on here, but she recommended to us the other day on Marco Polo that her and her family watched on Disney Plus the Togo. And so Lily they had heard of it, but we watched it last night because I was like, I just want to. It was Olivia's 2nd birthday yesterday, and by the end of the day, it's just been a crazy, hectic week. I was like, I just want to like curl up with the kids. Yeah, it was like dark and cozy and rainy, and let's watch a movie. So we watched Togo. It's fantastic.
I saw half of it, so like I knew the half, but the other half is really.
It was fantastic. I told Brandon, I was like, you are going to have to come watch a movie with us and watch this movie. And then when we got done, we were like, because it's based off of the true story. So then we were looking it up to learn all about with, the true story and everything. It's about, you guys all know the story of Balto, right? So in 1925, there was the sickness, and a diphtheria outbreak and up in Nome, Alaska, and they had to try to get to, oh, hi, Magnolia. You guys, Shannon's little girl, Magnolia, is the cutest thing ever. I just adore her. I want to squeeze her. Magnolia. But Balto, right, the story, right? So there was this great sickness and they needed the serum and to be able to get it. It was crazy weather conditions up in Alaska, like all of these crazy things. And so they were trying to find mushers with dogs to get over to this, what was it? It was like 400 miles round trip or something like that.
No, it's 250 or something.
No, that's what they did, but it was further, remember? Anyway. Huge long trip. I'm gonna get my numbers scooped up now. That they had to go to get this serum. So Balto is the one that's famous that everybody knows the story about. But of all the people, all the dogs, yeah, 800-ish. Yeah, thank you. Jennifer's got me. Of all the dogs that participated, because there was 9 different teams that helped kind of relay the medicine to get it to this town with all these kids being sick. I'll stop messing with it. You're goofing me up. Anyways, there was 9 different dog teams, I believe it was, that all helped with do this. And Balto did, it's Heather, it's that stuff, the Tarte skincare stuff that I shared last week. It's amazing. It's so amazing. So there's 9 different dog relay teams that helped to get the serum there. Balto is famous because Balto did the last 30 miles to actually get it into the town and ended up that's what got picked up by reporters and was like the big famous story. But the real hero of the thing was a 12-year-old dog, Togo, who did what was ended up being like 270 miles of the thing. And the story is just bananas, like absolutely bananas.
I like it when he's a puppy because it reminds us so much.
Yeah, so the movie, I think they did a fantastic job with. We were looking it up too to look at the historical accuracy of the different things, and it's fairly accurate. And I'm not gonna tell you all the things, Jennifer. I'm gonna have to Marco Polo you about this because I don't want to spoil it for anybody who wants to watch it. But it was a fantastic movie. We bawled our eyes out. It was so sad.
So sad. Especially when he died.
So anyways, it was amazing and we absolutely loved it. And if you guys want a good movie to watch, we highly suggest Togo. And it was funny because when we got done, the kids were like, Balto, you only did a little bit. It was so funny.
Oh my gosh, I'm blowing. I'm gonna blow here in a second. I'm gonna
Can't
blow.
talk about it. We'll Marco Polo.
You know, I'm gonna leave because I'm just gonna.
Oh, I never put that away.
I will after I'm done.
Anyways, it was so good, and that was our movie we watched last night. And I was like messaging Jennifer, and I was like, "Oh my goodness!" There's like this first scene. I mean, they climbed this mountain, like this first mountain. They climbed 5,000 feet. They climbed this. It was crazy. I know we were like booing Balto at the end, which I know isn't right, but then when we learn more of like the historical stuff, they like erected a statue of Balto shortly after, and all these different things, which is great. They did a great, service in it too. That last 30 miles, saved them from having to do it. But yeah, it was we were all very worked up about Togo last night. And even this morning I woke up and I was like, I don't know if I'm emotionally like healed from the movie. Yeah, you guys, I shared it last week, so I won't pull it out again. But Lex gets this stuff from Tarte, which they're all and different stuff. It's just great makeup and skincare and things like that. And so she spoiled me and got me one of those little goodie boxes with like eyeshadows and blush and bronzer, and their mascara is like phenomenal. I love it because I don't like to wear a lot of stuff, but I like to wear a little something. So yeah, I really loved it, but it came with, she got me this, it's like a 7-day trial with these little packets of their skincare line. And it is amazing. It's a cleanser, a serum, and a moisturizer. And I have been like rationing out the little 7-day trial packets. And I've gotten like 4 and 5 days out of each packet, just being very, very careful with using it. But my skin, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of things are just healing and balancing, which I have a hard time out here, in the East Coast with my skin getting really oily and stuff. It smells amazing. It feels amazing. I'm like obsessed with it. Lex and I, she'll like send me pictures and she's like, look at my skin. But it's really good stuff. And that's the thing where the full size bottles of it, which I'm sure I could make, if I'm making the little individual packets last this long, I know I could make the full size bottles probably last for stinking ever. But they're just expensive. So that's where I was like, well, if I could get these little packets to last, maybe all month, if I could ration it out, maybe that would work. But Lex did find the Neutrogena Hydro Boost is very, very very similar, I feel like. So she's even been trying using the Neutrogena Hydra Boost for the cleanser and the moisturizer, and then using the Tarte serum, like, and kind of mixing it up to try to hack it on the cheap a little bit. For like Travis with his skin, right, teenagers and getting all the stuff and trying to keep their skin under control, I had ordered off of Amazon, and we use this, but we got charcoal soap bars. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember what all it was. I can try to find it to link it. And I had him washing like his face and back and shoulders and stuff with those charcoal bars, and that was working really, really well. He's been out for a while, so I really need to get him a new one. But I also was thinking about using, I found colloidal silver bars, like soap bars, that people were saying to help, especially kids with skin. I was like, I want to teach him how to like naturally balance his skin as best I can now, so he's not having to struggle with this stuff for like ever and ever and ever. And so I found that help for his skin so well. And then I have him put yeah, it's so similar, Heather. But I have Travis put some castor oil on his face, or you can mix castor oil with like olive oil or something to try to help like cleanse out the impurities and stuff. And you can use it on your face too. I love castor oil. Sometimes it freaks you out at first because it starts pulling everything out of your skin. So sometimes it seems like your skin's getting worse, but really it's going to get better. It just seems like it's getting worse at first. You know what? This might have to be it. I was trying to think, and you guys can suggest if you want something different, but I don't have a homemaker video recorded for Monday. And so I was like, I was trying to keep things on like how I do things on the frugal, you know, on the cheap. I was trying to like figure out what to do. So maybe we'll have to talk about skincare on Monday or something. Yeah, silver bars, the colloidal silver bars. And they are supposed to work really well. So I wanted to get him that for a while. So I might have to do that. Yeah, that was me. And Brandon too, he was put on all kinds of crazy medication that to this day, I mean, screwed him up. And, trying to teach, you know, it's something that I've been passionate about learning about, just try to how to naturally like balance my skin and try to take care of things. So maybe we might have to share about that. I asked my daughter what to use and she said charcoal tea tree bars and witch hazel. Yep. What? You got that from Dollar Tree? What? Yeah. And so when I had found those colloidal silver soap bars on Amazon, I was like, wow, that might be a neat mixture. Because yeah, we did love the charcoal bars. We were seeing a lot of great success for that to him, you know, help keep his skin balanced and healed and all of that. Okay, cool. I'll stalk Heather after the live so she can share about what she found, because that's really, really cool. Maybe that's what we'll do. I always hated that as a kid. I tried so many different things and it just like destroyed my skin. And I feel like now I've spent like all of my, Lex, good luck. Yeah, I feel like I was very illiterate when it came to skincare too. And, right. So then I would spend like oodles and noodles of money on makeup to try to like cover up all of the things that I hated. Yeah. And I thought that, yeah, Brandon was on, oh my gosh, he was on so much stuff that like really screwed with him and it was awful. And, you know, I still get stuff and I'm like, really? Like, isn't there an age you hit where like you no longer have acne and issues? But so much of it is our diet. It's the food that we're eating. So that's a huge part of it. If you're not looking at the things you're putting into your body, then you're not even going to scratch the surface of the issues and problems that you're having. It's our hydration. It's our water intake. It's the food we're having. Yeah, that Accutane, that's what Brandon was on. And it messed with him immensely. And then it's what you're putting on your skin. Yeah, and the environment around you. And I mean, obviously that's one we can't fix too much with. But so by the time the wrinkles come, you should be done with acne. And sometimes it doesn't work that way. So the food that you're eating, the things that you're drinking, that makes, I mean, if you're not dealing with that, you're not going to fix the issues. And especially teenagers, it's so important, I think, to teach them these things. and then what you're putting on your skin. And for so long, I would always use all of the things, right? You can go buy all of the stuff. And I feel like it would just make it worse and worse and worse. And then I'd put more and more and more, pile it on to do it. And it wasn't until being an adult and really being sick of it and, kind of getting into naturally how to heal and, looking at the stuff I'm putting onto my skin and my skin is absorbing and putting into my body, it really started freaking me out. And so looking for different things to like truly heal my skin, not just cover it up. And I'm glad though now, like Travis getting older and, teaching him how to take care of his skin and to be able to have that for when the girls get a little bit older, and teach them, how to actually care for and heal their skin. I think that's such an important thing to know about anyways. Helps anyways. So sorry, this has all been about dogs and bad skincare so far this morning. Anyways, what are you guys all up to besides doing that? We got up this morning and this week has been crazy for us dealing with just personal family matters. And so I'm like behind on everything in the house and there's stuff everywhere. I started yesterday and I got going pretty good, but then we stopped to have fun with Olivia and I just never picked it back up because then we were crying over Togo all night. But I got up this morning and we're getting like the house cleaned up and things in order so that way we can enjoy the rest of our weekend. And Brandon's busy because he's got to get ready for church tomorrow. What chapters are you in, Brandon? I don't even. 5 and 6, maybe 2 Corinthians 5 and 6 for church tomorrow, possibly. That's awesome, Jessica. That's the same with Travis. He is like 5-ish. He thinks we're in chapter 5-ish. We'll see how far he gets. Hoping to start school Monday. Took 3 weeks off thanks to the wedding and fell behind too. Yeah, that happens, right? Hopefully you guys can get back and get going on Monday, Jennifer. Yeah, cutting out processed sugars is so important. And I feel like Travis was that way too. He kind of went for a while where it was like constantly poking at him, like, come on, go get a shower, brush your teeth, get dressed, that type of a thing. Brandon, the mail's here and it's the my shoe insert thingies. I'm so excited. Hopefully they work, otherwise I gotta send them back. But he like flipped the switch. Brandon still is, but Brandon always was like that teenager that was like super clean, always smelt really good, like never grimy, dirty, ever. Like that is not Brandon. He is not that guy. And so I think we were kind of interested to see how Travis would go. And first I was like, uh-oh, your dad's going to have issues if you're not going to be that type of guy. Because he's like, nope, you need to go get, cleaned up. And, just because you're a guy doesn't mean you walk around stinky and gross all day type of a thing. And he really is. Like, he's up every day and showered and cleaned up. And he's really good at, whatever skin things. If I just show him how to use it and what it is, like he'll go and he'll do it. He does a good job to take care of all of that stuff. Poor kid though, we've got to do something. Daddy has to take him. His hair grows like my dad's. And hey, Tamra, I have been praying for you non-stop. I've just been so concerned about you guys. Oh no, Jessica. I hope you guys all feel better. That's just so awful. Yeah, and so Trav's hair grows like my dad. It's like getting curly and it just grows so much. It's like this big old afro if we would just let it go. And he's been trying so hard to try to like tame it and put gel in it and try to set it down. But we've got some money set aside so that way Daddy and Trav can go like to the actual barber and get their hair cut. Because usually I just buzz all their heads and we call it a day. But he's really trying hard to.
Did you get the mail?
No.
You drove up?
No, it's in the mailbox.
Oh.
So we can wait. You don't have to go get it since it's raining.
Oh, I came out. It was like.
Oh, to get it?
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I think he just put it in the. It's probably one of the smaller packages. You coming up there? Or are you going back down for a minute longer?
I'll come up. Or I'm here now.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I can move it. Okay. Anyways, we're trying to figure out what we're doing. Anyways, but the poor kid, his hair is it's a bit much. Okay, I have to move you all because now Brandon's here. Woo! Awkward close up of my face.
Oh.
Karen isn't on this morning. I just realized that. There's no Karen today. Anyways, sorry guys. Relocating you. Oh, I'm so glad you're feeling better, Jessica. That is awful. Huh? Your face is cold. So, Chloe's adult teeth are growing in faster than her baby teeth are coming out. She's in pain. Oh, you gotta go have dental surgery to remove it all. Poor Chloe.
Aw.
That's awful.
Afternoon. Hey, Tamara. Hey, Jessica.
Look how dirty they got it already.
That's what's up, Pup?
These kids get everything dirty so fast.
Hey, Tothy.
It's good to see you on here.
Yeah, it's awesome. No,
Oh,
don't start
gosh.
this.
Pup sees that you're here. We were laughing though, Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer.
Watching Togo because I was like, oh my gosh, it's like watching Zoe. Zoe just doesn't have any actual use of being like a sled dog or something, but it totally reminded us of Zoe. Oh, mouth pain is
Mm.
Somebody goes to the dentist on Tuesday to get the other side worked on.
I'm not looking forward to that.
At least you know how the process goes.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
the first
better.
time you like didn't,
What?
you'd never you had a hair, dog hair, but the first time you went, you had never had anything like pulled or done before.
Hey,
We
Jessica.
have to come visit soon. The heat has
Shannon.
struck here, and I am done. Oh, sweetie, and heat in Florida in December is nothing like
Yes.
heat in Florida in like July and August. So I think you should definitely come here.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I keep looking up over there because that's where my camera is.
Mhm.
So yours is right.
Oh my gosh, Chloe is terrified of the dentist. It takes 4 of
Aw.
us to hold her down for sedation.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, I bet that's tough.
Poor thing. I'm so sorry,
'Cause they
Tamara.
have to get all up in there with that, so I bet that is difficult.
Mhm. Well, good to know that Shannon and her family will be here visiting soon. It's been weird though, I feel like this year, because we had, I mean, the other day it was like 70 degrees. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Even today it's like
supposed to. It isn't
12
tomorrow.
degrees
Is supposed
warmer.
to be isn't it
nearly
tomorrow?
70. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have been freezing, everything iced over the past few days. And now today it went back up. We've been having these like 20 and 30 degree shifts
Mhm.
in the temperature. I mean, like every few days. It's awful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be good. A good idea.
Tamara, can you
Yeah,
tell?
just message or post or whatever when
Yeah.
you're there, or give us a time or whatever you think.
Oh my gosh, the daffodils are poking up in Maryland. That is 85
What?
in Florida. What is going
Well,
on?
it's Florida, so yeah, that
But
makes sense.
still in December,
Yeah.
85?
Well, where at?
That's a lot.
Yeah, but you know,
I know.
like that whole south.
But the weather,
Florida.
because isn't it an El Nino or El Nino this year? La Nina or El Nino? I don't remember which one. Oh, poor thing. But the weather this year, the swings and the shifts, yeah, have been crazy. 70 in Virginia Beach today.
Jeez Louise.
Like it's super rainy here, but it's like it's warm.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
it's
Yeah,
not.
it's pouring now.
I know it really is. Oh, cool! The front field's starting to flood. That's always
Well,
good.
yeah, but the
It's
the
3
thing
here.
isn't-
Like,
Wait, what?
Like literally
3. Where are you at again, Jessica? Where? Forget.
storms and 50s. Capri's weather yesterday and 20 and snow today here.
Oh.
It's nuts. Isn't it crazy though? It just seems like
Yeah.
every year things get weirder and weirder. I wonder why. I mean, we are from Alabama, so humidity we're used to. Coming from Kentucky, though, it's a bit tough. That's where it's hard. Yeah, you've been in Kentucky for a while, and then you go down to Florida, and it's like, oh my goodness. Yeah.
Yeah, that humidity is like unreal. Sorry, I got this.
Just
It's that humidity is unreal. It's really thick and just icky. I don't like it.
But we have so many of you in Florida that we're like, you know what? We know we're going to end up having to do like a Florida tour of like coming and visiting everyone.
there is a
Just
lot.
go like down the coast and up the other side.
We do have a lot of you there.
I know we have like tornado warnings and stuff with the
Yeah,
other
that's why I saw
storms.
that. Isn't that crazy?
Like, what month are we in again? Yeah, good old Minnesota.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Morgan's in Minnesota too, right?
Mm.
Isn't
Mhm.
she?
I think so.
Morgan?
You know what I want to do? What we need to do because it's hard to keep it all straight. Feels like I could chew the air. Yeah, that's how it feels.
Yeah.
We need to put up a map. You know how people pin the places they've been? We need to put little tags and pin all of you and everybody in the church.
That would be cool.
So we can
Actually,
keep it
that would be a
straight.
really good idea. We should. We
Because
should go
sometimes I
get
feel
one
like-
of those big United States
Yeah,
maps.
But
and
sometimes I
tags.
feel like I flip it or like, you know what I mean? I get it wrong and I'm like, oh, dang it. I'm like, I don't want to ask again. What are you at? You know what I mean? But it's hard sometimes to keep them all straight. I think that would be cool. We could
That would be
But
way
we
cool.
need like a whole. Then we need to add a world one though because we had so many
You know,
messages.
I don't know. How do you get it on the website? I've seen a bunch of websites have them where they have the globe that spins
Yeah.
and then it shows
Yeah.
on the globe where people
People are. I
on
thought
the
of doing
website.
that, something for the group or something that we can put in
Yeah,
there.
wouldn't that
But
be
I'd
cool?
like a map like for the house too to put in, and I think that'd be a cool thing for the kids to learn. Could even do something in the. Hold on, my necklace is goofed up.
Do you mind if I hot glue this hat on?
What? I guess. Go ahead. Just pick it all up, please. Careful, you're not. I taught Lily how to use a hot glue gun.
Uh-oh.
Because she's always wanting to hey Morgan, how are you guys doing?
Hey, Morgan.
Lily's always wanting me to fix things and put stuff together because they're always breaking things, so I just showed her how to use the and now she hot glues everything. Oh, Heather, you have one in homeschool stuff you're getting rid of. That would be so cool. If you wouldn't mind sending it over, I'd love to put it to use. Wouldn't that be cool? You could just like hang it up
That would be way
and
neat.
have all the things.
Yeah,
I think that
I think
would
we
be
should do
so
that.
cool.
That was a really good idea.
I've been wanting to do that and then put little tags and little pins on everybody. Keep it
Mhm.
all straight.
We'll have to get a world one. 'Cause we got,
That's what I'm saying. I know we will have to like add in some.
can't forget the Heather.
Okay, so Heather, if there's anything that you would like to get rid of, please feel free to send it our way. That would be really awesome. But it's so cool now because like with the church, we have people in Asia. It's
Mhm.
every continent except for well that we know. We know that there's people that because we have Asia, Australia, New Zealand, South America,
Mhm. Yeah, they're
Europe,
just not
obviously,
as
a few in
active.
Europe.
They
Yeah.
obviously.
Well, because the timing is so
Right.
different. Yeah, I feel like we don't get to interact as much just because that's obviously hard. Did you? Yeah, she hot glues all of the things, which is cool because at least she knows how to do it herself now. They always have like a pile on the counter of just all the things they want me to fix. And I'm like, you guys, you can't like it's not gonna work. But I'm like, whatever, y'all figure it out yourselves now.
Everything works. I can do it on stuffed animals.
Antarctica, yeah, that's it.
I know we are. We're only
Very
missing
cool.
Antarctica, and we know that there's people in Africa that have got on and watched when we pull up our things. But yeah, so literally we're only missing. Like, how nuts is that? That we are doing church
Yeah,
and
it's crazy.
the services and homeschool plan stuff in every country, but or
Mhm.
every continent, but Antarctica.
That's so
Isn't that
funny.
nuts?
Yeah.
We were amazed at our YouTube channel how many views in the Middle East it gets on
Mhm.
like podcasts and stuff.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty crazy. Yeah, Shannon, hopefully you guys get out of Chuck E. Cheese soon. I don't know how you do it.
They're,
They're at Chuck E. Cheese.
they're at Chuck E. Cheese right now?
Yeah. She said, you're come to you live from Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, wow,
I'm
yeah.
like, yeah. Which was funny because remember when we went to Texas with your brothers and his wife and all of that, and they were like, it was Lily's birthday, and they're like, where do you want to go? Should we find a Chuck E. Cheese? And I was like, yeah, no. She doesn't even know what that is.
Yeah, no.
Well, and Brandon's a total germaphobe, so he can't handle it.
Can't stand the smell of those types of places.
Yes, we're
So
everybody.
bad.
Let's start a prayer chain for
I'm sorry.
Shannon as they try to make it through Chuck E.
I'm
Cheese.
sorry, they just smell so bad.
I know, I
Like,
can't do it.
oh, that's so nasty. Ugh.
But that's where it's kind of like I don't know. It's funny the things like that. Like Travis, he went a handful. Remember with Stacy and them, they used to go all the time. That was like the
Yeah,
thing.
they
They're
used
always
to go
at
to
Chuck
the
E.
one
Cheese,
there
so
in
he used to-
Concord.
He used to do that a lot, but. Yep, grandparents gifted it, so it's like, all right, here we go. So now you just have to make it through. It's like being pizza.
It's like peanut pizza. That's it. That's
But that
it.
is it. Like that's genuinely like if you had to describe it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
barely
exactly
accurate.
what it is. And then like and cleaner.
There is a huge underground church in the Middle East, and you
Mhm.
guys, we've talked about this so many times, and we pray like, Lord, if this is what like to move and go and serve in something
we
like
have
that.
that map that we need to hang up
I
from the
know.
martyrs map because it shows all the different countries where there's
So,
martyred Christians.
I don't know if you guys went and signed up, and I did note, I don't know if any of you guys are doing the family study packet from church this past weekend, but to go and sign up for the Voice of the Martyrs for their like free magazine they send out. You can get email updates and stuff like that for people in the underground church for us to be praying for.
Okay, yep. That's gross, Jennifer.
Oh, that's
She said
Mom, what? You know what I remember?
that is that would ruin it for me.
Send to the,
I know.
the
But this past month's one that they sent, they included a map of areas in, I think it was South America and the Middle East of persecuted Christians. In areas that way you can hang up though and teach your kids where these places are. Have them in the forefront of your mind so you are praying for our persecuted brothers and sisters around. Brandon and I were looking into some of the people that go and smuggle Bibles in through the Middle
Bible
East
smuggling is
and
so awesome.
China and stuff. And I know, and that's Carrie, some of the things that you told me about that, Brandon and I are like, oh my gosh, Lord, if you would will it for us to go and do
That'd be
something like
awesome.
that. Like, I know it's easy to romanticize those things, you know, because you think of it and it's just like all just so amazing and cool. But I feel like for years now, I've wanted to do something like that
Mhm,
so bad. You know what I mean? There's just such a desire. I mean, if God wants us to do that,
mhm.
we'll do it. But that would be so cool
Yeah,
if that was like a
I-
path we got to do.
Yeah, that Bible smuggling.
It is such a hospitality based culture, and that's where I think that not understanding the culture, that Middle Eastern culture, we don't always understand some of these things in scripture, right? The importance of sharing a meal with someone, the importance of like these different things that we see, these stories in scripture, like in the gospels and stuff, and we don't quite, we're like, oh, okay, like that's cool, but not understanding that culture, I don't think we thoroughly like get it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
how deep it was. And that's what we love watching Indigo Traveler.
Yeah, he just did.
He's done all over the Middle East.
But he just did.
He's on YouTube, here on
uh,
YouTube.
Turkey recently.
That's right.
He did
Yeah.
Turkey.
So he goes all over the place, but I love watching his videos because he doesn't go at them with like an agenda.
Yeah,
right?
they're not
It's just like,
political.
I'm going to
He
see what the
just-
locals are like.
He goes to he says, we all know what we get from the media.
Was
What
it
is it
in
really like at
Afghanistan,
these
the
places?
family that invited him in and they shared the meal and all of that, and they're talking about, and like people were bombing, like, 5 million or whatever?
Afghanistan. Well, all of
Or
it.
Iran.
Really, all of his Middle East
It's
ones.
like,
always
I
end up
know.
with him
Yeah,
at
that's
somebody's house.
there's teachers that secretly as missionaries. Oh my goodness. I would love to get to go.
Oh, bye, Tamara. We are
Oh,
praying
of
for
course.
you.
We send our love. You
Yes,
guys
we
all
send our love
lift.
and we're praying for you. I
lift-
know it's difficult. I
Yeah.
can't even imagine. You're a warrior, and
You lifting Tamara up and
It'll
Chloe,
pass.
her husband, their whole family. You guys have had so much on them lately.
Yeah,
I
a
just,
lot.
it's more than even properly express.
Mm-mm.
So lift Tamara up and Chloe, her husband, her older children, lift them up as often as you guys think of them because they're being hit with just so much right now. And I wish we were closer, Tamara, and I could just drive over
I
and
know.
like love on you guys because my heart is breaking for you guys
It is
right
so
now.
sad.
It's just hard.
So we're praying for you.
Look how white I am compared to you. And you're even really light right now because you haven't.
I would just notice how
I'm,
light
like,
I am
glowing.
because I haven't
I know.
noticed that.
He's
Yeah,
got
you
like
are
that
kinda glowing.
perfect olive skin. So that way if his skin like even thinks it saw sunlight, it's like, oh look, it will be this like perfectly like
I'll fit in over in the Middle East there, like
oh when
Israel,
we
Turkey
lived
area.
in like the Florida Keys in South Georgia, you guys have no idea. This man.
so tan.
So dark. I tan the best
Those
out
are
of
too
everyone
good.
in my family because we're all a bunch of little, Polacks that
You
don't
were
do anything.
ridiculously tan.
I tan the best out of everybody in my family. Most everybody in my family, they like turn bright red and then go back to white. But it takes a lot of work for my skin to even try to. But I still have my driver's license from when we lived in Georgia, and it's funny if you compare like my Georgia driver's license
that's
to
so
like my
funny.
North Carolina one.
It's so different.
But I was just looking with the light hitting
you
us.
look
Look
like-
at how like
You
I'm
so look
glowing
like
white.
one of those like. No, never
We'll
mind.
stop there.
I'll stop
Thank you. That was like the best shape of my adult life I had ever been in.
It was really
We
good.
worked out all the time. We were like always doing stuff. Like,
You were running with.
yeah, I was like running every night and doing all kinds of stuff. Like, we were fit and healthy.
Play tennis all the time.
Played
went
tennis,
to the
yeah.
pool.
Always at a beach or doing something, working. Yeah, fun times. Not so much anymore. I told Brandon, what food was it we had? Was it when Lex brought the cookies?
What?
I don't remember what it was. We had something though, and I told Brandon, I was like, yeah, I really don't care how much I weigh right now, and I really don't care about getting in shape right now. I just want to eat all of this food, and then I'll care about that like in a couple months. So I was like, unless you have a big issue here, I don't really care. I just want to eat all this stuff.
You're fine.
Getting older, don't care so much. Just want to eat all this food. So, sometimes that happens. I feel like once it gets warm, I care again, though. Right? When it's cold weather, I'm like, I'll just wear a big sweater.
Yeah, you end up caring when it's warm.
Yeah, when
because
it's warm.
Yeah, you don't bundle up. You don't know.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, maybe somebody should
Yeah.
take care of themselves a little better. My daughter has that amazing olive Mediterranean skin. I pass the jeans to her, but they skip me. I'm so white. I got the super white
It
jeans.
is super white jeans.
Yeah.
That's high. Except for in Georgia.
I mean, if you look at like my brother Alan, like he cannot tan. Like it doesn't happen. He turns bright red and then goes
he
back
does.
to white.
He burns like a lobster.
Yeah. But me and Larkin, like if we work at it, it takes us a while. But and that's so cool. Oh, so Jeff works outside. He does it too. That's Brandon. When he's out like mowing and stuff during the summer and things like that, he covers everything up because which it's fine. He gets so dark so fast. It's really funny, but it's so cool with the kids. Mine got stuck in Ireland somewhere. With the kids, all of our kids really got Olivia. I don't think got it so much, but the rest of our kids, I think a little bit. I don't think she's gonna be the same.
She's definitely white. She is white.
But the other kids, they got it. They've got his olive skin, and those kids, they never burn, they never nothing. They just have like that perfect olive, good to go, whatever. Not me. I just noticed when we're looking at each other, but I thought that was funny.
That
I'm like
is.
glowing, all white.
You've always been.
I am. Now that y'all know that.
Now that
And on that
now
note,
that we've established that.
I miss Sabrina.
But
I don't know. Where
I
she
know.
is.
I don't
Is she
know.
guys-
Sabrina, you're not on, are you?
I don't think so. I haven't seen her.
I know. She's really worrying me.
I know. I hate everybody being sick and being so far away. I just wish we just need to load up we just need to buy like a Sprinter van and drive all around. Frank has blonde hair and blue eyes, but his great grandmother was fully Native American. That is so funny. So he still gets really dark too.
Yeah.
My 17-year-old got every bit of her great grandma's full-blooded Seminole genes. She is so dark, and the other 5 are fair skin and blonde hair. Isn't it funny how that works? Well, like my brothers, my dad, yes, a Garcia World Tour 2020.
I would love to do that. I totally want to do that. That'd be so fun.
We should buy one of those old, what are they called? Like the Econo line or whatever. Those big vans?
Yeah.
And like outfit them in some, you know what I mean? Like do some cool thing to fit. Have like the table back there.
Do you know if batteries even working? Apparently she can make noise and her battery's not. It's on her ear.
We can get. They're probably they're like watch batteries almost. So we have to. Get one.
I think.
But wouldn't that be cool if we got one of those? Oh, because you can get those vans for like a couple $1,000,
That's
right?
quite a lot.
Oh, I know it's a lot of money, but not compared to other things. But if we got one of the really big, like extended ones, and do like the big seats in the back with like the table for the kids and stuff, so that way you could have like an RV type setup, and then just do like a big family mattress that everybody can like stash in, right?
Wow.
But
Now
I'm
we're-
saying no because we have
You
enough.
seen how
people-
big that gate is?
Yeah, well, he's gonna have to ride in the front. You're gonna have to ride in the back.
Okay, this sounds
With
good.
all of the girls. But there's
This
so many
is-
of you guys that we would be stopping to see. I don't think we would be in it.
At least people get
very
to see
long.
why you
I
have
have
to
a
be reined
feeling-
in sometimes.
No, I have a feeling they're all going to be on board with me. Right?
Where's Gina? Is Gina on too? I haven't seen Gina in a while.
Yeah, not very much.
Gina, you want?
But if we did that, we
At
would
least Gina
stop.
might be on my side.
Yeah,
That's why
they
I
have
asked
plenty of
for it.
room in Virginia Beach. No, Gina would be all about us hurrying up and getting down there, so she would not be on your side. Thank you.
Yeah, but I
But
think
there's
she
so many
knows.
of you guys that we would stop so often that it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I guess.
So let's just do like an
They're,
East Coast
they're
tour
just
first.
really crazy kids. That's a real small area.
I mean, but does it matter?
I don't know.
We'll have to try it and find out.
I don't know. But I think it
You
has a
never
good
try
chance of me sitting there just staring at you, being like, "I told you so."
I think it'll be. You do
It'll be
that
great.
anyway, so it doesn't matter. But you could even be back there and have like your
You do that
computer set up.
anyway.
Yeah.
So what does
They
that
have
say
plenty of
about
room.
you?
Look
With
at
how many-
look at this. Everybody has plenty of room.
What?
Okay.
What does that say about you that I'm constantly saying that?
Yeah. Wickland family, you guys might have to be part of the summer tour. I don't think you could handle it.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna be on the summer leg, guys.
Look, everybody has plenty of room.
Jeff
Look at
and
everybody.
Jessica
Look,
have the
look,
summer
plenty of
leg.
room, plenty of room, plenty of room.
It's got to be on the summer.
Okay, so we just need to figure out how to get that and some gas money. So we need to get one of those vans and some gas money. And we can,
Oh,
if we're
Lord.
already
Yeah,
going,
that's it.
Okay.
That's it, guys. That's all you
see,
need.
Erica, we're good.
What?
It's all we need. So you guys, this is why we just don't listen to him when we make plans. So we need to figure out how to get one of those vans. And I'm saying if we're getting
This
one of those
isn't
like, old
the
big old honking
70s and
vans,
not a VW
yeah.
bus. No. Oh
is.
my gosh. No,
Guys,
it's not like
then
that
we can
anymore.
paint it super crazy cool too. If we're already going with one of these old, big old vans, like why not? That would be so much. I know. I wish.
You mean
if
like
we
one
could
of
get-
those crazy people that's like all like,
Yes.
oh wow. Okay.
like a chicken statue.
We're gonna
on
have
the
to-
top.
We're gonna have to talk about this in private.
The feed just cuts. Just stops. Like, no, not doing this. I know if we could get an RV, that would be so awesome. An
Just
RV.
told me
would be
before the
better.
messes that we would be in if you let me do half of the things that you.
I'm on to something good here, okay? If we could get an RV, that would be ideal. But I'm just saying, I could probably get a van for cheaper. And when you're working with nothing,
That's okay. Well,
we'll
if
get
we
to it.
can't get an RV, we sure can get a van. That's a good plan. When you're working with nothing.
It would be so fun to go around and see everybody.
It would be fun. I'm not denying that.
Dream big dreams. Go for it. Go to Carrie. Sardines are happy. Yeah, we can be too. Sardines are all cozied up. It's cool. Let's just be for real. Our kids are always like on top of us anyways. Doesn't matter. I am on a good track. Thank you, Shannon.
Oh no.
Guys, we'll figure
I've
this
got
out.
work to do.
Like, well, this was fun. Am I not allowed to talk to my friends anymore?
Yeah. You're not going over to their house anymore.
Oh my goodness.
We got to keep you off YouTube and the internet. That's the worst thing ever for Heidi.
Oh.
Oh, hey, Claudia.
I am making him cringe. Claudia, I was thinking about you this morning. I was like, I miss you. Like, I haven't gotten to see. It's it's awful too because I haven't like I've gotten on and like done a couple things, but I haven't gotten to really chat. With
I
you.
am speechless. Well, I've got a lot of things to say, mostly evolving around you're out of your mind, but
Maybe I'm finally in my right mind.
I've heard that so many times.
Braden's just worried Heather has a used RV in her homeschool stuff she's getting rid of. I would be. Does anybody have an RV that they want to donate
What
the
kind of
world tour?
homeschool you doing? You got an RV
Homeschool
here?
moms have everything.
I guess so.
Homeschool moms have everything. We just need an RV. Oh, Claudia, they just got over the flu too. Everybody, man, it's that time.
Stinks.
Elderberry syrup for everyone. All the elderberries. The teas, the syrups, all of it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if maybe I got lucky because I got my teeth done at the same time and I was just pounding antibiotics.
Heather says she's got an old camper. I'm just saying. Heather, we need to talk. Where do you get it? I make my elderberry syrup. Super easy to make online. You can get on Amazon and order dried Dude, 70s. Got it. Don't care. Claudia, just get on Amazon and get dried elderberries, and then it's super easy to make. You can pull it up. You can make it in your I made it in my crock pot overnight. I just threw it all in there and let it go. Yeah. What did I say? Crock pot? Crock pot? I don't know. Anyways, it's really, really easy and super good.
Did you see this list? I don't know who posted it. Oh, it was Lisa, I think. She put like the top 20 things.
There's Karen.
Hey, Karen.
You're
Not
wearing-
supposed to buy at a thrift store.
What? Oh yeah,
I think Lisa posted it this morning. Crock pots was on.
was
there.
on them. It's because they
There's
say
a
that
faulty
they.
wiring.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I want a Tesla. Oh my gosh.
I totally would
That's
love
my, like, if I ever had money to buy a vehicle, I would love to. I'm
It really
obsessed with
sucks
Teslas.
after having a Mercedes, like wanting another Mercedes. But I don't. I mean, that's just all world of crap.
I just want a car that, like, holds.
I
Karen
have a
says I have a
Tesla. Does
Tesla.
that count?
I know I want to grow elderberry bushes. I had looked at that. Remember when I showed you last year? And I was like, I think we should get some and grow them because that would be amazing. We don't have any that I know of around us that like grow wild already, but I found a place online that I could get some starters sent out because I would love to grow elderberry. I thought of that. I was like, all these things that I use all the time and like I'm always getting, I would love to grow them myself. I'm like, and then we could have like a tea garden, type of a thing. I know I do need an herb farm. Yeah, the Instant Pot, that was before I got my Instant Pot. So I love making the elderberry syrup in the Instant Pot. That's what I did. I would always have Lex bring her stuff up so I could use it. But then I didn't have the Instant Pot, so I made mine in the crock pot overnight this past time. But elderberry syrup is so easy to make. And we just take a spoonful every day. I put it in my tea. Sherry even has just dried elderberries that she puts in her tea, like in a mesh like tea ball, and it keeps us healthy. And then anytime we start to get any little sniffles or anything, I just give us spoonfuls until we feel better, type of a thing. Yeah, I really liked it in the Instant Pot, and there's some neat science, that kind of goes in with the Instant Pot, maybe even giving you more just at the way that it comes to pressure and does all of the stuff. So I think the Instant Pot for the elderberry is pretty awesome. And come on, if all these other organic moms do it, must be good. He doesn't agree with that. I made elderberry syrup and nobody in my home liked it.
I am so stinking tired. I got woken up at I think at first it was 4:30 this morning by Larkin's stupid dog. It came right behind goes right underneath our window.
It's like
in our
barking
room.
her head
It was
off
like barking her head off. And
at nothing.
And if I get woken up like that, usually I cannot go back to
Mhm.
sleep, and I couldn't.
So if they don't like the elderberry syrup, I'm kind of like, one, I really don't care. You need to drink this because it's really important and you need to have it. We mix it with our Ruibos tea in the evening. I just put a spoonful in that we drink that. My kids love it though, but sometimes if you play around with like the honey mixture in it, that's what makes a big difference. Like my kids, if I went and bought store-bought elderberry, they'd be like, they don't like that at all. But yeah, I'm like, too bad you're drinking it. The other thing, if you guys are sick all the time, I'm telling you, this works wonders. Apple cider vinegar shots. You
Yeah.
just do like, I get like a little medicine cup and you put, oh gosh, poor Toppy.
Oh man.
Toppy, maybe, like, I'm
sorry,
telling
that's
you,
horrible.
You get like the little medicine cup. I put a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, like the Bragg's apple cider vinegar, and then a tablespoon of cranberry juice, like pure cranberry juice, and then just fill up the rest of the cup with apple juice. And you can take that, I mean, just as much as you can throughout the day. The more you take it, the more the vinegar really isn't that big of a deal, but the cranberry really like balances that out. And it just boosts your immune system so quickly. So that and elderberry, it will get your stuff picked up. Yeah, we add in a little bit of seasoning, and we don't do a lot of honey because my kids, they like the elderberry. So
Yeah,
we
they
don't
mind the
do a
elderberry.
ton of honey. But if your kids don't, you might want to do, a little more honey, and sometimes that'll help.
Doesn't taste bad. I think it's good.
But store-bought elderberry syrup makes me like sick. Like it is so gross because it's so sweet. But then yeah, we just put a spoonful in our tea each evening, and I keep it in the fridge. Yep. I've got a jar in there. Yeah, you can do it into gummies. You can do it into all kinds of different
That's a good
things.
idea.
But we keep ours in the fridge, and then like I said, if anybody's not feeling well, I just make it. Even the baby, that's what I do for her. She starts getting sniffles. I just start giving her a spoonful all throughout the day. Just whenever I think of it, till she starts feeling better. And we prefer it in our tea. Like we prefer our tea with it. Like we
Mhm.
love Rooibos tea.
Yeah, it tastes
But
like
it with the little
it
elderberry
adds
in
a
it,
nice little
something.
something to tea too.
Yeah.
It does. It's stunk though because if you have sensitive teeth though, that can bother it. I don't know what it is. No, the elderberry.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about elderberry.
Have you tried it though since you had your teeth?
No. That's what I was
That's what
saying.
it was, yeah.
Is that I think that I'll be fine now, but yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, elderberries, coconut oil, and
And
Jesus.
Jesus, that's all you need.
Literally, you need nothing else.
Well,
Coconut oil fixes.
that's it.
Drink some elderberries, rub some coconut oil on it, you're good to go.
That's it. God gave us everything that we need in the earth.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not a flu shotter.
And coffee.
And coffee. That would be a cool t-shirt. Right? The Rooibos saves
Yeah.
my life when it comes to sinusy things and like if it's not for the Rooibos. Yeah.
I just truly enjoy it. It's just really good. It's got a really good flavor to it.
Karen, the tea I shared with you guys that Karen got me, that like winter mix tea, I love it. Shh, don't look at the baby. I love it. It's so good, Karen. Yeah, Rooibos is amazing. And I just get the big thing of Davidson's organic teas, the big loose leaf, and throw it in there, and it lasts us for quite a while too.
Yeah.
But it makes a huge difference.
Oh wow, Trump's soaking wet.
Yeah. You didn't get a shower yet, right? 2 years ago yesterday was your sinus surgery. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
That's supposed to be horrible. I've
Yeah.
heard from other people too.
Yes, it is. When I picked it out earlier, when I was trying to pick out one of the background channel music things this morning that I
It
usually
is
do
hot.
after I clean the house, it is. I saw there was a T1, and I was like, oh, I'm doing that. Oh, did I show you? Let me share what I got for my birthday that I just picked up.
What did you get for your birthday that you just
You know,
picked up?
the other day. Remember?
No, that's why I asked you. I don't remember. Oh, okay. Yeah, now I remember. I know where she's going. I wasn't sure where you were going.
We'll play show and tell before we get
Yeah,
off.
we'll do that. It is on Tuesday, Erica?
What is? Yeah, Tuesday morning.
Yeah, Tuesday morning.
So hopefully he'll be somewhat alive for
Yeah.
Wednesday.
That'll be fun.
I know we should do. Okay, so I need something to do for the homemaker videos on Monday. So we had started talking about skincare stuff, natural skincare stuff, and then I should do a what's in our medicine closet or cupboard. So this Moments from the Mountain, this cozy winter tea blend, is the one that Karen got me. And I take my little tea ball and I put a spoonful of this and then a spoonful of my Ruibos. I mix it in with it.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Carrie.
Thank you, Carrie.
I am obsessed with this stuff. Karen, I don't think I can go a winter without this like ever again because this is fantastic. I love this. Sherry had it too. She really liked it. And then,
Is Sherry on?
no, I haven't seen her.
Hmm.
I shared this earlier. Did you guys see my mug
That
I
is-
got?
So awesome.
The kids, when they saw it, when I opened up the package, they were like, Mom, it even looks like you with the bun on top of her head. See how she's got like her hair pulled up in the bun? Yeah, so I'm
She's
super duper excited.
clipping the plant.
I know.
Thank you
And that
so
even-
much, Erica. Yeah.
Well, that even looks like my one plant stand that I have in there. Mine's just wood, not black.
I gotta tell them, I don't know what, if they can use something else, but last time when they did the ephedrine with the numbing stuff,
It made you
that made me
jittery and weird.
crazy.
And then, thank you, Karen. I told Lex, I said, maybe I always get ready so quickly in the morning because I've never had like makeup I enjoyed because I noticed I was in there a lot longer today. And then I got this loose leaf tea sampler kit. So I don't even know where to get started, you guys. I was so excited, but look at all of these assorted.
No, I didn't even see inside. I just saw the.
Yeah. So it's got
And see
all
all
of
the different
these
ones.
packets of loose leaf teas mixed in here that I'm like,
Chai.
High Mountain, Himalayan, Blue Mountain, Earl Grey, cardamom, sweet, some exotic,
Don't know.
Darjeeling, and a turmeric spiced.
Ooh, that turmeric spice.
I know.
That
So
sounds good.
I don't even know what teas to drink first. It's so exciting. I said, you guys know me way too well, I think. Because we opened this up and I was like, oh my goodness. All of the teas.
You got really excited.
I did.
It is
It's
really
very,
cool.
very sweet.
It is.
And I don't know which
You guys are so awesome.
you guys. Well,
All
except
of you
for,
are. You're such a blessing.
I know. I don't know what to do. Because everybody's just so amazing. I feel so just.
I know. I'm so humbled by it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's where I told Lex, though. I said it was so sweet that she spoiled me with this skincare stuff. I said, but now I don't want to not have it anymore because it's so nice to have some of these things to take care of stuff. But anyways, isn't that just so cute? Of course.
Oh man,
That
I
was fun.
really need to get working
I
on
know.
Sunday. This is
I could drink Earl Grey all the time. I know, me too. I will usually do them cold in summertime.
yes, Erica. The exact same thing happened to me. Heidi noticed that she noticed, she goes, "You're shaking."
I'm like, you do that on purpose?
I'm like, no. I'm like, yeah, it's the exact same thing.
With Erica. Yeah, and he did not.
I don't know how. I had a bunch of them. Like what did they do? He did like
Yeah, I don't remember. It was a lot.
6 different shots on this side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get hardcore anxiety from it too. That's horrible.
Yeah.
That's I think out of everything, that's the thing that I'm dreading
Mm-hmm.
is the
Because now that you know what it's like to go and have them all pulled and whatever,
yeah.
there is lidocaine instead. Tell them to use that. Okay. Will you message that to us, Karen, so that way, like, we have it on our message, so when we get there on Tuesday, we can remember. So that way, I'm not like, dang it, there is something else I wanted to ask you, and I know I'm not gonna.
Although, if I felt anything when they were doing it right there, I might take that pain over, or that freak out over that.
My son had dental work in 2019 and woke up saying, Mom, it'd be so cool. Let's just let go of each other and fly. It was the most normal thing he did. Never again can they use what they did.
Oh wow, yeah. Like if you've seen some of the YouTube videos of kids' reactions, I mean, it's like they're funny, but it's like that's serious, man, because that's some serious stuff that's gonna make a kid trip like that. Remember Alan?
My brother, when he was young, Brandon and I were dating. We were in high school when my brother had his teeth done, and he woke up and he was just crying and he just wanted Brandon. He
Yeah,
just
so
had to
crazy.
have Brandon. And I called you and I was like,
Yeah.
you've got to get over here. I don't know what to tell
What do
you.
you
He
want me
just
to
he
do?
needs you.
That was funny.
And then he like tripped on Dragon Ball Z or whatever. Forever remember? He's just
Yeah.
like in that next.
Yeah.
Stuff's crazy, man. Yeah, the nitrous. Yeah. So it numbs the same. It just maybe won't give you that same
nitrous.
Mhm. That same reaction. Ugh. Ugh.
It was that. Yeah, like I said, that was like the worst part of it. The mouth part of it, the recovery. That's all okay. That doesn't bother me. That just feeling like you're gonna. I don't know. It's hard. It's like, am I freaking out? Am I out getting ready to have a heart attack here? Like, you always see ambulances in front of like the dentist on. You're like, am I gonna be one of those people?
Well, and I think too,
Is that how
at
this
least
happens?
now you know what to expect. But he was kind of like, well, I mean, I don't have to go back right now. Like my other teeth aren't hurting right now. And I'm like, no, we're gonna go in. You're gonna finish getting them taken care of, and then you're just done. You don't have to worry about it. That would be so much better. Yeah. Mm-mm. So tomorrow you're just doing 2 Corinthians
I don't know.
5.
Don't know. No clue. Be surprised.
This is why the packets aren't done until Sunday after service. Because I never know where he's going.
I never know where I'm going.
Just kidding.
I try. I mean, oh my gosh, you know this week I don't need to be.
No, Karen, for the love. I told him last night. He was like, well, I might jump into Titus. And I was like, Brandon, no. You have a schedule in order of things that you need to complete and stop jumping all over the place. You can do Titus later.
Yes,
That's what he
but I really don't know. Because 5 is a really, but I don't know. I don't know, guys. Doesn't matter.
We'll see where the
We'll
spirit
see where it
leads.
goes.
Karen is now banned from the lives. Bye, Karen. Love you. I need to go to the grocery store because tomorrow is big breakfast, and guess who has nothing for big breakfast? This chick.
I need to go finish emailing Jeff back.
Mm-hmm.
He sent a really awesome, sweet message. Another one this morning that I'm working on messaging back. And then get working on tomorrow.
Get a rooster. Rooster just comes rolling up. Jeff who? Jeff his friend.
Yeah. Jeff.
He's
who?
allowed to have friends, Karen. No, Jessica
Jessica's husband, Jeff.
knows he much.
I had a real pleasant conversation with a lot of you last night after the live. It was a lot of fun. So thank you all for that. I was definitely blessed by it. I would talk to like 3 or 4 of you.
Mhm.
Right afterwards, you guys just hit me with, and I was like, oh. So I
This is
answered him, and that's what I was doing when you guys were watching your what's it called?
Togo. You have to
Togo.
watch Togo with us now, though.
I just
Honey, it was
it's
so good.
I need to remember how to relax and sit down again.
So that's why you
Get my
should
mind-
practice and watch Togo with us.
Yeah, I can't do that today or tomorrow.
You're like, sorry, I'm busy for the foreseeable
Thank you,
future. I can't watch movies with you. It was so good. Oh, I was so glad when you guys reached out.
Yeah, I
last
was
night,
super
Karen.
excited that he had a question when I saw it. I was like, what? That's awesome. I would love it.
I know.
I do.
Jennifer, it's so
I
good.
will. It's just it's so hard for me now to sit down and do like anything, like watching stuff like that. Just because like my mind is constantly on other things. What other things?
Yeah, we'll drink and give you some Ruibos and set you down so you can watch
Yeah,
it
that
with us.
might be nice.
So good. It was a miracle, Karen. We were so excited and we were just praying. Yeah, drink some Ruibos because it'll mess up your sinuses. I know. I was
There you
sitting
go.
here and I'm like, Travis was sitting there. He's like, I'm not crying over a movie. Togo. It's so good, Karen. You got to go back and watch the beginning because it's
Togo Karen.
so good. So important. We had a whole breakdown.
What?
And now I have to go Marco Polo you, Jennifer, because I don't want to give some of the things away for those who haven't seen it yet. But I was...
About a dog.
Well, there's a museum. There's one museum where, like, Togo's like stuffed in at.
Really?
But there's a different place where they actually have a skeleton, so you can like go and learn different things. Yeah. Anyways, that was our fun.
Togo Titus.
I thought it was a college party movie. No.
Oh, God.
The kids kept calling it Tongo.
Tongo.
So yeah. Oh my gosh. So Jennifer was telling me that she said there's parts where she's watching it. She's over there like, she's like, oh my gosh, I'm sitting over here like going into labor with the child and like heavy like trying to like watch this. But then I saw the scene exactly what you were saying, Jennifer, with that first part where they're going, and I'm like noticing that I'm not fully breathing as they're like hanging out. Oh my gosh. Like, well, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they stuffed them in that. They had it in Maine, but then they moved it up to Alaska in a museum there. But then a skeleton is like on display in something separate. Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
Why do we care that much about a dog?
I don't understand that part.
That's really weird. The movie's cool and everything, but the whole like his skeleton removed from his body
That
on
I
display.
found weird. Yeah, like stuffing it.
That's what I mean by that
Stuffing
comment.
it
Not
and
like
it's in
period. Stuffing it's cool. I mean, in a
Well, and
museum.
I understood the stuffing because
Like-
it's in a museum for mushers and this is a historical thing and all of like whatever, blah, blah, whatever.
Weird.
Like the taxidermy part I get, but yeah, then the fact that they removed the skeleton.
Yeah, like I
and
said,
that's
the
somewhere else.
taxidermy part, that's fine, and put him like in a museum or something, but that's just weird. Why do we care
I
that
thought
much?
that too. Do they take the skeleton out when they do that? Well, I guess so. So then the bone doesn't.
Oh, is that what they do?
I guess I just always assumed the skeleton was
I
in
guess. But still, I mean, even to keep the skeleton and be like, oh, here, this is part of it.
because they did it in a different because
No.
there's two different museums that want it or something like that. Whatever. Anyways,
Whatever.
I guess I just always assumed the skeleton was in it. See, we're learning about taxidermy to wrap up today's life. I have to go look up all of these things.
You took us
See,
interesting places.
And this is where homeschool is so awesome because you just find different things and then you learn about all kinds of cool stuff. I guess I just never thought about it. Like, I guess I just assumed that
No,
the
I
skeleton was in it.
It wouldn't make sense that the skeleton would be in it.
But I feel like I've never stopped to think about it.
I haven't.
So now thinking about it, I'm like, well, yeah,
I've
because
never
it's going
given
to
it
decompose and break down. Like, that's not going to work. So maybe that's less weird. Well, now that we know all this.
Anyway, I've got work to do. Everybody else probably needs to get on with their Saturday.
Togo Titus taxidermy. Togo Titus taxidermy.
Okay.
Seriously, I could go all day, she says. Oh, wow. So they loved a show called Oddities a long time ago, and they learned all about it. See, now everybody's got to go YouTube. Okay, so we're all learning about taxidermy today. We're going to go watch Togo. Brandon is going to prepare to talk about Titus on Wednesday, but right now he's busy preparing for 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and 6, possibly, so that he can be ready for church tomorrow. No, somebody posted. All right, guys, I need to run to the grocery store and probably feed the kids because today is burger day, so we've got to do it. Yes, if I don't keep them on task, you guys, you have no idea what a job that is. You guys have a great day.
You too,
Thank
Kate.
you so
Thank
much
you
for
guys.
hanging out
God
with
bless.
us. Yeah, definitely keep everybody in your prayers. Come join us for church tomorrow, you guys. And yeah, all the things. Bye, guys.
Love you
Love
guys.
you
See ya.
all.